welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on this Instagram makeup look. I just wanted to do something quite like classic Instagram: winged liner, smoky eyes, nude lip, highlight. Oh, so yeah, please excuse that my face doesn't really match my chest because I'm pale as bitch. Look at this mess on my hand. But yeah, I'm just so pale. Like, I even put lightening drops in my foundation. That's how pale I am, and it still didn't go light enough. So excuse that. Yeah, I wanted to do like the classic Instagram baddie makeup tutorial. I didn't put my hair in braids and I don't have a hat. I'm sorry. I do have a hat somewhere, but I couldn't find it for this video. So this is the hair that you're getting. So yeah, if you like what you see, then please keep on watching. My last video was about eyebrows, but I am just going to show you me doing my eyebrows with an eyebrow pencil. This is the NYX micro brow pencil in ash brown. So it comes with a spoolie on one side, kind of like the Anastasia one, and then it has a little tiny little sort of thin pencil thing, and it's like retractable, so I prefer these, so you don't have to like worry about sharpening it. So I'm just gonna draw like light brow strokes through the brow, and I'm gonna use soap as well for this. And I'm gonna be quite messy with this because I'm gonna clean it up anyway with concealer. And then at the front, I just lightly do little upward strokes. So once you are happy with filling your brows in, I just like to take the spoolie and brush through them. So this just brushes the product through, so you're not left with any sort of bits that are darker or lighter or whatever. So it just looks more even. And then I'm just going to go, why does it keep not focusing? I'm just going to go back through just to darken some bits up. So like up here is where I'm more sparse. So where there's like less hairs is where you want to draw a bit more, because there's no hair there, if that makes sense. It's going to be less dark. A little soap technique, if you want to see how to do it, I will leave the link to the video down below. Now I'm just going to take my MAC Select Cover Up Concealer in NW15 and my MAC 252 brush to clean up the underneath. So I just like to press this concealer into my eye, and this is going to act as an eye base. So the eyeshadow like lasts all day long and it doesn't like crease or anything. You need a base. You need the base. If you don't put a base down, your eyeshadows will just fade and look shit by the end of the day. So I've almost finished Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Oh my god, it's so fucking good. Please, please be made into a film, please. The only thing though, I was reading it and there's a bit where Snape is in it. And I was thinking, oh my god, Alan Rickman, like, R.I.P. He's such a good actor. I can't imagine anyone else playing Snape either, apart from him, so I don't think they'll make it into a film, but hopefully. As long as you pat this concealer down, it usually doesn't crease for me. And I have really creasy eyelids because I have hooded eyelids, so as long as you just pat it down, it dries. You can just go straight in with your crease colour. You don't need to set it with like a translucent powder or anything. Okay, so to start off with, I've made my own little palette. Can you see these two? They look exactly the same. I'm so upset. But one is Morocco, one is Sienna, and I love them both very much. So I'm going to actually use Dusty Rose from Anastasia as my transitional shade. Just like to tap off the excess like on the edge and just start working this in my crease. So I'm just doing small little circular motions in the crease like that. So once you get less product on your brush, you can buff upwards. And if you blend too high like I just did, I'm just gonna get my concealer brush with whatever's left on it, and I just go along the brow and then I just pat it in with my finger. So even I make mistakes, so that's a little bit better. Little by little, and just keep building up the colour, and just directly in that socket, and just, I don't know whether I want to wing it out or I want to keep it, I don't know. I'm probably just going to round it. So on the edge I just like to do like little circular motions. Just go back and forth a few times and then just go in little circular motions. This is a MAC 224 as well, by the way. And then I turn the brush on its side, so like the edges of the brush are like just on its side, and then I can kind of go along the edges, which will just further blend out this. I'm going to take Morocco, which is like a burnt orange shade, and I like mixing cool tones with warm tones just because it creates a different look. So I'm just going to focus this right in this region. I'm keeping this quite rounded. You can see it's building up to be a bit darker now. This is on a Baddie Tools 776 or a MAC 217 is similar, or Zoeva 227. Just taking a bit more and putting less pressure and just going on the outside of it. I'm going to take my MAC 224 again, take some more Dusty Rose, which is that mauvey shade, and just blend the edges, just so it's blended out into like a seamless edge. With Fudge, which is such a good like dark brown. If you're looking for a good dark brown eyeshadow, tap off the excess and just create like a little V. I'm gonna take some Morocco and just blend out this edge. Just slightly blend the edges. You don't want to like buff upwards, you just want to blend on that line. Okay, now I'm just going to drag everything underneath. So I'm going to drag Dusty Rose. So I'm going to do my whole eye look before any of my face, which I don't normally do. I normally do the bottom lash line last. I'm going to drag some of Fudge. And then for the lid, I'm going to go in first with Rose, which is this shade, just like a shimmery rose colour. So I'm just taking this on a little concealer brush. I don't know what this one is, unfortunately, but so just packing it on. And be careful where you place the lid colour, just because like I have hooded lids, so I have to be careful where I place it, because it will transfer and it'll just like ruin it all. So I'm gonna drag mine a little bit higher than what maybe some people would. So as you can see, this is how I do like my crease as well. I always like drag it a bit above because I don't want it to transfer. Okay, so once that's down, I'm going to go in with Metal, which is the silver shade I have here. So pretty, I can't even. Right on the sort of like inner part. Just want to wet your brush just to make it really intense. This is a titanium shadow from Anastasia, so it's got like little micro glitters in it. So it's just really like nice and reflective. And so is this other one that I've got in my palette. It's called Truffle Glitter. Oh my god. I might actually put truffle glitter on the outer bit here. Just kind of swiping it on more so. I'm going to go back in with Fudge and just kind of go over. Okay, I'm going to put some of the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Natural underneath my eyes. And then I'm taking a 227, so it's like a MAC 217, and I'm just going to buff this into my eyeshadow. So as you can see, I've made it a bit more rounder, so I'm just going to like go back in with Dusty Rose and just kind of go along the edges again. Okay, I'm going to do my eyeliner next. This is the NYX Vinyl Liquid Liner. Ooh, that's a big one. Committed now, I'm committed. I'm going to move on to the face. I know I've done like concealer here, but I am going to go in with my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Base. I love this for underneath makeup. It's like a moisturiser and a primer in one. I've just bought a new pot, but I'm trying to get every ounce out of this. There's loads still left in there. That's enough for your whole face. And it kind of has like a smoothing kind of feel to it, as if it would be like silicone, but it's not silicone at all. It's a moisturiser. I can't describe it, but it's really, really nice. So it's like the best of both worlds, really. I'm going to be like extra and put another primer on. This is the Laura Geller Spackle Tinted Under Makeup Primer in Champagne. You only have one shade, but it adds like just a slight iridescence to it. It's nothing like crazy. But for foundation, I'm going to go in with my Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation in O2 Natural. I've got Creamy Vanilla on the way. Hopefully that's like my actual light shade. But I'm going to mix some of the what are these? The Body Shop Adjusting Drops in white, is it? Lightening. It just says lightening. They have darkening ones as well. And I have those as well somewhere. I use the lightening ones a lot. They are good. So this is a really full coverage foundation. You know, it's just so good. I wore this when I was in Ibiza. It lasted really, really well when I was on nights out there, so it's a really good foundation. This dropper though, I don't fucking work. I'm gonna have to like tip it up into my hand. So I'm just gonna use a damp beauty blender to just pat this in. Zoom you out a bit. Yes, I'm so pale. Ignore how pale I am. No foundation matches me. Get over it. So for concealer, I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye and Dry Full Coverage Concealer in Light. This is like thick concealer. I feel like if I'm going to do this, it's going to go hard to go home in it. So I'm just going to put a few dots underneath my eye. It's like super high coverage, by the way, so just watch. Just blending this in with my beauty blender. See, because of how like white I am, this is going to, hopefully this will balance it out. going down the bridge of my nose. I'm just highlighting all the bits that I want to stand out, and then I'll go in now in a minute with contour shades. As you can see, this is really full coverage, and like those tiny little dots, it goes a long way. So you don't need much of this at all. Look at that! Okay, so for contour, well, I'm going to bronze up my skin. Not that I need some bronzing, but whatever, just put my shoulders down here. I'm going to use my Soleil Tan Chanel bronzer. Haven't used this in forever. Look, that's how much I loved it. Like, I literally haven't used it like since, so I'm just going to use that Zoeva 227 on and here. So I'm just going to go down the sides of the nose, and the closer you do the lines together, the thinner your nose is going to look. I'm going to use my Real Techniques stippling brush, contour the cheekbones. And the stippling brush is nice because it's not like going to put it on so densely, so it's going to use less product, you know. The hairline. This is just gonna make your forehead look smaller. So if you do have the big old foch. Foch is forehead in Welsh. I don't speak Welsh, but you know, that's as far as it goes. Wait for Big Brother tonight. I feel like it's gonna be a good one. Hey guys, and then to powder, I'm gonna use RCMA No Colour powder. What else would I use? Nothing. I'm going to take an excessive amount of powder on the tip of my beauty blender, same beauty blender, and just do that. I'm just going to go right up to the sides of my nose. So this is kind of like reverse contouring, so I'm just going to like leave that sit there for a bit, and then that will kind of like contour my nose a bit, you know what I mean? I'm just going to kind of press this then all over my skin, because once this is on, you ain't getting it off. Just powdering the whole of my face with this beauty blender and the powder, and then I'm just gonna go underneath my contour, and set that beach. Oh my god, I found this girl on YouTube. She's like massive, but I've only just discovered it. Natalie Paris. Oh my god, she's like 17. 17. If you look at her, oh my god, she is stunning. Like, and she reminds me of Shakira, and she's from Colombia, so that was funny when she said that. I was like, oh, she does remind me of Shakira. Shakira. I don't know if you can dance like this. I don't know how to speak Spanish. Se llama Shakira. I take some of the Dusty Rose shade and just go right underneath. That metal shade right in the inner corner as well. Okay, so now that my face has been baking for a bit, I'm just going to dust everything off with this big powder brush. 106 by Zoeva, and just go in circular motions, and this will just dust away the excess, and you're left with the product that's been sitting on there for a while, because it's kind of like it's kind of like warmed up with your skin, and then that's why it like sets so nicely. For inner corner highlight, I'm going to take this shade from the Tarteist Pro Glow Kit and just put it in here. Okay, and then I'm going to take some Benefit Hoola, which is a really good bronzer slash contour, because it's like not too warm and it's not too cool, it's like bang in the middle. It has like a little bit of a khaki undertone, forgive me. Tapping off the excess and just going right in the hollows. And I just do this lightly and then buff upwards once you've got less product. Doing it on my jawline. This will just hide those 10 chins you gained over Christmas. Oh, chins! What chins? And I just do it on all the places that I like bronzed earlier. Just do it on the forehead, you know. Take some of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in Fair. She only has 3 shades of this, but it's a really good like buffing over the foundation powder. It just like makes it look airbrushed, like it says in the title, obviously. Okay, for blush, I'm going to use Benefit's Dandelion. I just got like this set for Christmas. It's this like pale mouldy blush colour, just to like complement the eyes. I'm just gonna push it back to where my contour is at the back here. You can either put it like right on the apples. I just like to put it like just above where my contour is, really. I'm gonna take this little sleek highlight palette in Solstice. I really want the Cleopatra one, but I haven't been able to get it yet. Gonna mix that peachy shade with that light shade because I want to. Because I want to. Whoop. This is such a good like drugstore highlighter. You say what? I'm just gonna take my finger with the highlight on, go right down here. It ain't an Instagram tutorial without the nose, without the Tin Man nose highlight. Love it. Don't even care, I love it. And I'm just gonna use whatever's left on my brush and just kind of go on my temples. So like when I turn, it's like it's a little bit glowy on my forehead as well. To contour my nose, I'm going to take the Kevyn Aucoin medium sculpting powder. Lightly go down the side of my nose. This kind of like pushes up the bottom of your nose, so it makes it like more button-like. I like to just go over there as well, because it like makes it a little pushed up. Just gonna leave that like that because it's gonna bake it and make it look more snatched, you know. So now I'm gonna take some of the Kiko gel eyeliner and put it in my waterline. Hot water line. For lips, I'm gonna be using the NYX retractable lip liner in nude. There you go, lips. I like slightly overline them, but not much. For lipstick, I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Pure Hollywood. We now have Anastasia in the UK. Oh my god. I've had this one for ages though, but when it runs out, I'm going to get a new one. This is my favourite like pinky nude liquid lipstick. A little bit of the Too Faced Melted liquid lipstick in Sugar just on the centre. This is like really, really light. Okay, it's not that much lighter. But just putting something lighter in the middle of your lips makes them look a lot poutier. Okay, so I did just go off camera to put on the eyelashes as well. So this is the final eye look. Okay guys, so this is the end of the toots. I know, it's so sad. Oh my god, I just didn't want it to end. So yeah, if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos. I'm trying to get like more consistent. That's like New Year's resolution. Be more consistent. But yeah, until next time, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys! Mwah.